and actually the same dummy. But we're going to change your hand. Actually, your hand's not even going to look terribly different. A little bit. And we're carding upside down style. So which diamond do you want to play under the ace that partner has led?
8, 2, 2. Why? 8, hate it.
I don't play the 2.
Okay.
Well, we're still defending 4 spades, right?
Yeah.
If partner's leading the ace, what is partner promising?
King.
With
King.
should have the king, right?
Yeah.
And dummy does have 3 diamonds, right? So, do we think that a ruff could be useful here?
Yeah.
Especially if you think you're eventually going to come to your king of clubs, that could be the setting trick, right? Then we've got to go diamond, diamond, ruff, get them booked off the top, and then hopefully our club comes in as the setting trick. And again, if Declare only has 1 club and doesn't have to take this finesse, 3 tricks is probably the best we can do, and we're not going to beat 4 spades anyhow, right? So upside down, let's give the deuce, right? Let's give attitude, which also happens to be accurate count because you have a doubleton, right? So partner leads the ace, sees the deuce, and they're like, okay, well, either partner has the queen or partner is ruffing. But looking at 3 spot cards in the diamond suit and dummy, looks like continuing diamonds is right. The partner plays the king, you follow with your 8. And now remember, and if that's count, remember theoretically that could be from 4, not a doubleton, right? But in that case, does the 3rd round of diamonds cost? If partner started with 4 and you had 4 and Declare had the doubleton? No, then you just play it and make them rough. All right, but that's not the scenario here. So ace, king, rough, you get to score. You know, and if you get over roughed, oh well, right? Didn't hurt to try. Did not cost you anything to try for the rough here. But if you rough and Declare does show up with the 3rd diamond, you've got your 3 tricks. And then you do what we did before, right? You could play a heart or you could play a spade. I suppose in this case, I would, it's probably not going to matter. You might play back a heart. I don't think partner has the ace. And even if you get into partner's hand, is another ruff going to help you? No, because Declare will over-ruff you after that. So it probably doesn't matter. But same situation. And then you just sit and wait patiently for your club, which may or may not be coming. However, if you don't get your ruff, if partner plays ace and king and switches to something else, trumps are probably going to get drawn pretty quickly, and you're going to be waiting a long time for your ruff. I'm still waiting for a ruff my partner didn't give me on July 4th over at Denver Metro. We're in October, it hasn't come yet. I might give up on it. No, that wasn't you. It was not you. All right. Everybody okay with these suit examples? I'd like to look at a no trump example with it upside down.
10-4-2, do you consider roughing high?
I probably wouldn't bother because if Declare is out, clearly they're going to have good spades and they're going to be able to over-ruff your 10. So I think I would just rough small, just in the event that, who knows. I mean, there is only 1 trump and dummy bigger than your 10, right?
Right.
It's possible but unlikely that Declare gets careless on this hand and tries to rough. Like, what if Declare actually started with 4 diamonds, right? I mean, it's possible that declare could do something silly like try to rough with a 5 or 7, and you get to over rough with your 10 later. Again, maybe it's a pipe dream, but but I don't see any benefit to roughing the first time with the 10.
You couldn't promote something for your partner.
Not in this situation. Not when they're. I mean, we're assuming since it's being, let's say they opened a spade, so we know them to be in at least a 9-card fit, and they could be in a 10-card fit.
Queen doubleton.
Yeah.
But what if it was known for 4 spade fit?
If you thought they were in a 4-4 spade fit, and you could force them to rough with the ace or king, then yeah, it might be worth a shot.
Okay.
I think it would almost be more appealing to me to do that.
And this has worked some. Again, I mean, it's probably not going to help you. I mean, what if you're holding in the trump suit is queen third? Well, if partner has singleton king over there.
I mean, yeah, and you rough queen and they over rough ace, partner gets the king, but if you have queen third and partner has singleton king, you're always getting a trump trick anyhow, right?
Right.
So in that case, you probably still want to rough small. Yeah, it's pretty hard. And on this particular situation, it's hard to see where it would ever be beneficial. And of course, in that situation, it might.
It might actually cost you a trick to rough with your queen. So.
Now there are some other situations
where you do want to rough big, and you can get a card promoted, but usually you're roughing with a card that is not a winner. It may be a high enough spot or honor to force something. What if dummy had the king queen, or even the king instead of the jack? Yeah, maybe we could see it there. Maybe we could see roughing 10 if, forcing the partner to rough ace, and like if your partner had or forcing declare to rough with the ace, and maybe your partner has a singleton queen that gets promoted or something like that. But I'm glad that you're thinking about that, because a lot of times I think people will instinctively just rough with the smallest card, and usually that's the right thing to do. So, because you're getting a trick with a card that would not otherwise produce a winner, right? Let's look at no trump, since these examples were suit examples. And we're going to make sure that we're kind of staying on course here, since we did get started a little bit late. Okay. All right, so I'll tell you the auction on this one. South is going to play 3-no, and the opponents have had the very simple and uninformative auction of 1-no, 3-no. All right, so partner's lead is the king of diamonds.
now a lot of times. You might think,
Don't we more often see the lead of a major on an auction like that? Yeah, probably, but apparently partner has good diamond holding and has a natural diamond lead. So that's what shows up in the dummy. No surprise there, right? Enough to bid a game. No 4-card major. 1-no, 3-no looks about right. And you are sitting over here with the king 4th of spades. And 3 hearts pretty much to the nothing. You've got jack 3rd of diamonds. And king 3rd of clubs.
okay,
So partner starts with the king, and dummy shows up with only 2 little diamonds and plays the small one. you must follow suit. So you will choose an upside down signal, because you're definitely not winning this trick, right? You will choose an upside down signal from those 3 cards. So what do you play? And why?
Well, I'm kind of confused why they led the king of diamonds, because usually in no trump you'd have 3, I thought. Probably king.
Okay, so partner, you know, we'd like this, you know, we'd think that most of our top of sequence leads are from 3, right?
Right.
King, queen, jack. Well, partner can't be leading from king, queen, jack because you have the jack. So
they-
what do we think partner's leading from?
King, queen.
Probably king, queen, 10. You have the 9 as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the normal lead from, yeah, and keep that in mind that if we don't have a full solid sequence of 3, whether we're defending a suit or no trump, that, well, we might lead big against a suit, but specifically to no trump. If you have king, queen, 4th, and they're just little spots, no 10, then you should lead 4th best. But anything king, queen, jack, or king, queen, 10, you want to lead big.
So I'm going to encourage the 5.
Okay, encourage with the 5. Why? Because you have the jack, right?
Yeah. They'll take the ace, but then
Why is the jack so important here?
you should be able to run the suit.
Let's say,
Declare holds that.
No, you can't have
Yeah,
two
but both
jacks.
jacks.
No, but I know that. That's what I'm saying. Let's say you don't have the jack.
Oh,
All right. Let's say you have 3 diamonds to the 9, and Declare has ace jack little. Which, from your partner's perspective on opening lead, is possible, right?
10, yeah.
All right. Let's say Declare holds ace jack 3, and you are sitting over here with 9, 7, 5.
do you signal differently?
On the lead of the king?
What kind of signal are we
Giving
giving?
here.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
Discourage.
It's attitude, right?
Yeah.
We're giving attitude. That's the most important at trick 1. Especially when partner's leading an honor against no trump. If partner leads the king and you play your 5, which looks encouraging, especially if partner has a small spot over there, they see the 2 in dummy. If partner's looking at, say, the 4 and the 6, you know, what if partner has king, queen, 10, 4, 6, right? Partner could have 5 of these, right? Because there's a doubleton in dummy. If partner leads the king and you encourage, what's going to happen? They're going to continue. All right. If Declare has ace jack little, what does Declare do at trick 1 on the lead of king? You duck.
I duck, yeah.
All right. And so then when the suit is continued, what happens?
Then you-
Declare gets 2 diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody know what that's called? It actually has a name. It's called a bath coup. It's one of the many, you know, bazillion types of coups, right? Because if you win the ace, you're you know, if you win your ace right away, and this person gains the lead, what happens? They lead that suit back through your jack, right? Your jack is in danger if it's king, queen, 10, whatever, right? So you and this is a situation where you hold up, where you let your left-hand opponent hold the first trick, hoping that they screw up, basically, hoping that they either make an error or can't decipher their partner's signal, right? Because from the defense standpoint, they want to make sure that Declare gets 1 and only 1 trick in that suit, because that's all they're technically entitled to. Even if your partner, even if East never gets in to lead through that holding, declarer may have to lead that suit themselves, right? And that, which they can't do profitably. The one thing you can't do is continue and give them the extra trick by helping them, right? So what does that mean for your signaling? That means that over here, we want you to give positive attitude, and in this case, we're signaling upside down attitude. We want you to play your 5. We want you to play your 5 anytime. On the lead of a king, we want you to play your 5 whether you hold the jack or the ace, right? Either one is sufficient attitude, right? It could be that you don't have the jack, but if you have the ace, that works too. And there's one other little piece to this. After you encourage and West continues the suit, very important that West continues small, not queen. Why? Especially if they're looking at 4 or 5 of that suit, right? Now, if they chose to make this lead from a 3-card holding, it would be a different story. Why do I say the number of the cards in the suit matter? You don't want to block the suit, right? I mean, what if it went, king, and then they continued queen, and you played your 9, and then they played to your jack? Well, maybe declare it held up twice if they had ace 3rd. But if declare had, look, for all we know, partner has 6 of these things. What if declare only has ace doubleton? That is possible. And then they win the second one. If it's gone king and queen, now your jack, if you can't find a way to get rid of it, you're in partner's way now with your jack, right? You need to do something with it. So better to play small to your jack, and then hopefully you have one more. But when you think your partner has fewer cards in the suit, then you want to play small once you diagnose, oh, hey, partner's got something in that suit. Same thing, if you're sitting over here with ace doubleton rather than ace 3rd, what do we want to do in that situation?
Overtake it.
Overtake the king and lead back through, because if declare has jack 3rd and partner started with king, queen, 10, you can afford to spend your ace on the king for the purpose of leading through the jack. And of course, now remember in all of this, regardless of your signal, if partner has king, queen, jack, they're probably going to continue anyhow, right? If they continue the king and you give negative attitude and say, got nothing in the suit, partner. But if they're looking at a really good holding and says, no, I don't care, mine are good, I just got to knock out the ace and I got the rest, right? If that's their holding, your signal is pretty much irrelevant. Right? So don't feel bad. If you discourage and partner continues, don't grab partner by the throat and say, I told you not to, I didn't have anything. Why are you persisting? And this goes back to, look, if you know what is best on defense, we want you to be able to trust partner's signals, but at the same time, sometimes absolutely what is the right defense, right? And if your partner's sitting over here, if you have nothing in the suit and partner's over here with king, queen, jack, yada, yada, and they know that they can knock out the ace, and not only that, maybe they think they have an entry so that they can get in early on the hand. What if partner has king, queen, etc., and has the ace of clubs or the ace of hearts? They figure, hey, eventually I'm going to get in. I can just pitch all my other stuff, keep my ace of hearts and my diamonds, and eventually declare's probably not going to run off 9 tricks right away, and they're going to have to knock out my ace of hearts, and now I can cash my other diamonds. So, anytime you know what is best for the defense, go ahead and do it, and don't talk yourself out of the best line of defense just because partner gave you a signal that said, oh, I don't think you should do that.
We've looked at a card that you're playing under partner's winner
At trick 1.
which is that trick 1 signal is a very important signal.
The other often most critical signal, and again, this would apply to suits or no trump, although you probably get to do it sooner against suits, typically when your opponents start to draw trump and you get a discard opportunity early. Your first discard is extremely important, and unless we're playing some other thing that you've probably seen on the convention card, we've got odd even, we've got Laventhal, we've got all these other things. I wouldn't worry about that stuff. I have played all of those, and I have gotten away from all of them. Not that they aren't